Well, hello again, sports fans. I'm back with the maiden flight of my new Quantum Venture quadcopter. The original one has gone missing a couple of kilometres away. It's been gone for about 2 weeks now, and unfortunately, it didn't have a homing beacon in it. And on the occasion of its loss, the DVR wasn't recording the flight, so I don't have the GPS coordinates either. So this version is the ARF version. It didn't have the FPV gear or the NASA flight controller, but I've fitted this one up the same. And as I said, this is the maiden flight. The wind's coming from the right at probably 15 to 20 kilometres an hour, so it's pretty stiff. And this initial takeoff, it's not too bad. It's nice and level, but it's doing a little bit of toilet bowling. You can see it's going around in a probably 10-12 feet circle in a clockwise direction. So I follow the suggestion in the manual and land it and have a bit of a twiddle with the GPS compass positioning, just rotate it at about 10 degrees I do to try and counter the spin. And lo and behold, I take it back up again and it seems to have fixed it. It's a lot more stable. No sign of it rotating on its axis, and it seems to be holding positions quite well even in the wind, so couldn't be happy. So I take the Mobius off my hat, stick it under the quadcopter, and decide to fly it out a bit further and test the return to home function. So the lift off goes pretty fine. The thread you can see at the bottom is the antenna from my lost model beacon, so hopefully nothing will go wrong this time because I'm equipped to deal with it. So I take it out about 300 metres straight out in front of me and drop it down fairly close to the ground just to make sure that it's behaving the same as the last one did. So I think I take it down to within a couple of metres and then flick the switch to put it into failsafe mode, which I've just done. And like the other one, it takes 2 or 3 seconds until it makes up its mind where it is and what it wants to do, and it heads off. Now I'm pretty sure that the other one immediately climbed to 20 metres before flying back home, so it doesn't look like it's done that. It does seem to be higher, but I'm not sure whether that's just the natural variation in the terrain or whether it has actually gained some height, so I'm not quite sure what's going on here. But we're arriving back over home and it's only at about 10 metres according to that. I'm not sure how accurate this is. It's a new DPS unit. I haven't really checked to see whether it's calibrated correctly yet, but it arrives home, stops and hovers, and it's quite slow to come down, but I think it's pretty much the same as the original one did. So this is on the way down now. I'm doing nothing, of course. It's landing itself at this point, so everything seems to be going quite smoothly. So touches down not too badly. So apart from the height in transit, I'm pretty happy with it. So I pretty well immediately take off again to take it out a bit further. So this is as much to test my new diversity antenna array as much as the quadcopter. But we take off, and the plan is to just fly around the perimeter of the field and the paddock that we're farmer's paddock that we're flying in. So I start off heading north towards the creek. I'm flying over a nice crop of African lovegrass that has come up very quickly with the recent rain and the spring weather heating things up. So I'm not planning on doing anything too challenging here. I'll just be flying down the strip down to the farmer's driveway, which is about half a kilometre away from where I am at the moment. So we're just coming up on the fence line. That's a dam just in front of us. So I'm going to fly down this fence line to the big old tree at the beginning of the driveway, and hang a left down there and head back to the takeoff point. So we turn around, head back to where I am. It's all gone fairly well. I come in a bit quicker than I actually intended to, and have to put it down fairly quickly. We're hitting a small star picket there, but it lands okay. So all in all, I'm pretty happy with it. It seems to be performing well. The only odd thing is that height on the way back home. I'll have to delve into that a bit, but at the moment, pretty pleased with how it's going.